guys, if you have not viewed this channel already, don't forget to hit the subscription button down below to catch up on all our videos. If you have not seen them already, go back and watch the recent videos of these tractors, because there is a part 1 and 2, and this would be the part 3 of these tractors. So as you guys know, we bought a pair of tractors, and we're fixing them up, getting them ready to work in the field. If I can get all the soot off of my face. So, nevertheless, guys, let's get started on looking at what we've done so far on this tractor, and let's point out some things that we definitely need to get done before it goes into the field, or as soon as we possibly can get the parts in, and let's go from there. Alright, so I'm alone in the shop today with this beauty because my dad and brother are on another project, and so I'm by myself creating and destroying. No, I'm kidding. So, as you guys know, I built a battery box, so I got that painted, if you can see that. So that turned out pretty well. And then we bought this step for it, which is an easy accessible step with a handle. And these tractors are really, really tall. The fenders actually are past my head height. So my head's like here, and I'm 5'11", so these fenders are like 6.5 foot tall. So there needs to be steps. So the issue is that there are 2 bolts. You can see that up underneath there. I had to torch a hole for one of them. I can hold it with one finger. Right there, I torched the hole for that one, so we could fit them into the bolt brackets. But we were worried that just those 2 bolts, that is the size of your finger, would not hold it. So I built this bracket. I welded it on here. You guys can see that. I put it at the same angle as the metal behind it. And then I heated it and actually twisted it so that it would match up and line up right, and so I could weld it down here, a piece of flat metal that I torqued a hole in that went by a bolt. A lot of explaining. Pretty much it's just a bracket that holds the steps on, so it gives it more support because we were afraid they'd break. We've seen it done by that bolt and that bolt. The issue is that you cannot get that bolt out without taking the clutch off. So I decided to go from here, so hopefully that holds good. Also, we're missing a breather. This is all that's left of a breather. And to show you guys kind of what should be there. Okay, so that's what kind of should be. This is one that we actually had on another item, and it will not fit. So we're going to have to figure out something else, probably just order a new one or find a used one. But that's the average size. So it's all busted off, guys. So that is going to be replaced and repaired because the owner before us did not do it. And the reason you have a breather is just to keep the dust from going into the pipe where the engine breathes it, so it definitely needs to be replaced, guys, or something needs to happen there. Also, you guys will examine the seat. Yeah, it's shot. So we've got a new seat for it. I think the plan is to get that on. There's a switchy, whatever you call it, with a wire just hanging down. That's all probably coming off. There's brackets over there, and there's one on the other fender here. And that's for the canopy. Those are probably coming off as well because we don't use canopies on our tractors. And the fuel tank. As you guys know, if you've watched the part of the other one, we took the fuel tank off. This one, I think, is getting the same process. I'm taking that all off. Dad's not showed up yet today, so I'm going to probably get it all ready to get taken off. I've already taken the bolts off down below. There's just 2 up top here we've got to take off. But before I do, I'm going to make sure that that's what his plan was. So, with that said, guys, we're going to keep working at it. But that's the progress so far. This is definitely the shinier one out of the 2 tractors. The other one's got some scratches on the hoods and stuff. So this is definitely what I would call the nicer one of the 2. We're going to actually put this on a feed cart and grind feed with it for our cattle operation. Also, if you guys noticed, yes, we do have to get battery cables for that. If you remember correctly, on the other tractor had like 15 feet of battery cables. They're still all there. We're going to have to take that all off and move them from the starter to the battery. So that would be the reason. And like I explained before, the reason you do that is because the voltage, every inch of cable you have, the less voltage you have. And so it's better to have the most voltage out of a battery running to the starter, because if you have too less of voltage, then the tractor will not start, or it will take a while to start. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe. Also comment if you have any questions or recommendations, and don't forget to go follow us on Instagram, guys. I appreciate you viewing this video. Hope you have a great day.